What's going on, guys? So this is Raul right here. So Raul is actually a private client of mine inside AWA, and we worked with him and we got some crazy good results here, which we'll talk about. Actually, just to give you a little teaser, he hit 20K in 1 month within about 2 months or so, selling on Amazon, which is pretty rare story right there. So excited to get into that. But first, I just want to introduce you to Raul, and I want you to get to know him a little bit more here. So Raul, I'll say hi to everybody and tell me a little bit more about what you were doing before you started your Amazon FBA business and before you started working with me in AWA.
Hi, Karen. How you doing? Hope everybody's well. Thank you for watching. And yes, I started my Amazon business like 3 years ago, doing reselling, doing online arbitrage, and at the beginning it was good. It was a very good start because we sell well doing reselling. But then next year, it was in 2020, 2021 starts to be kind of complicated. Too many people doing reselling, online arbitrage, and then it was not the same profit. So I started to get do some research on YouTube to see what's next. Because I have the proof. I have seen that we can do money on Amazon, selling on Amazon. So I know it was upgrade. It was a better tire to test, and then I started to watch your videos, and I started to do the things that you said on your videos. So one day I just message you. If you Sunday you make a course, I'll be in. And then we tried, we get in the program, and this is half changed everything. This is a game changer. Do the private label, the things that we're doing at the program have been a game changer. This very difficult. Difficult now. I mean, it's very different because we are now playing a long-term game. So this is the key, I believe, in every single business.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're starting to see that everywhere too, where people reselling, doing wholesale, online arbitrage, the margins are just too thin. That's why I try to get everybody, including yourself, like to get in with a private label, right? Where we're starting your own branded products, which is a lot easier than most people think it is. They think it's really complicated, but it really is not. You just find a factory, you put your brand name on it, and that's pretty much it. Obviously, there's a ton more research you have to do and have a game plan to make sure you pick the right product, everything like that. But what I like most about private label is the margins, right? Because if we, one of the biggest mistakes is I just made this into another job. I don't want to do that, right? If we don't have the margins to pay ourselves out, it just becomes another 9-to-5 job you created for yourself with these tiny little margins, and you can never pay yourself. Were you kind of experiencing that with the reselling business of like your margins too thin, getting too competitive? I guess tell me a little bit more of why you thought private label would be a good idea for you.
Yeah, I remember in 2021, I invested like $5,000, $10,000. And then my margins went down lower, like 9%, 10%. And then I always have to figure out how I'm going to sell next week because there's always more people coming. So when you're doing reselling, that you have to understand that you're selling someone else's products. So there's no guarantees that you can be selling this product for a whole year, even for weeks. So now doing the private label business, we can get about 30, 40. Some people get much more than that, but we can talk like real numbers, like 30% is perfect. It's like if you invest $3,000, you're gonna get 1,000 back. As you said, it's like if you have three products, you're gonna have like $3,000, $4,000 in profits. So I believe it worth it. If you can do that for long term, that you can have your products for years. I remember I started last year doing with the program last year and a half. My first product sale in the first month was $8,000. So profit, it was like, I don't remember, like $2,000. So next month it was 12. Next month it was 15. And then now we are talking about $20,000 monthly. So it's like, okay, I can do this for a living, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, that's the beauty of it too. Like the reselling, you said 9% margins. Like that's a very low threshold for mistakes and errors. And plus, like you said, people come in and the competition gets thicker, then your margin over time just gets lower and lower and lower. Where in private label, you can build upon a product for years to come, and it just gets like it becomes more of an asset, right? Of like 5 years down the road, you have this product that's still selling that you're the only one selling, and it just gets better with more reviews, more ranking, everything like that. So cool. Tell me a little bit more, Al. I guess when you got into AWA, like what were you struggling with before? Like, is there anything inside AWA or working with me that like really, changed how you looked at Amazon or maybe got you to the success you had, that you're having here today?
Yeah, that's something that I was thinking to say. It's like, okay, when you start as reseller, you want the easy thing, you want to do it quickly, you want money right now. And that's why I believe people is boring. It's like people don't want to do too much work. That's why people want to do reselling, and that's okay. But in some point, people don't understand 100% of the platform. So that's why problem and issues start coming, and you don't know how to figure it out. So that's why that happened to me when I started to see like 9% profit, doing this hard work every single week, trying to find new products each day. So I get tired. I said, no, I have to figure it out. That's why I go in the program. And when you figure out your first product, your second product, it's like, okay, I just have to speak again with my supplier and say, okay, just reorder. And that's the thing. You have your brain clear, and you can work in another products. That's why it's like in Amazon platform, there's too many people thinking that they will find the strategy, the whole, they will figure out just watching YouTube videos. You can find your answers on YouTube videos. But the thing is, can you do your whole business just watching YouTube videos? I believe you need a guide. You need someone, a mentor, like I found you, to figure it out and doing this properly. People sometimes is lazy. People don't want to invest, but it's like, if you want this, and I believe in all business, you want to be the best one. So you need someone who have struggle like you. When I started, I said, I see all your struggles that happened to me again, to me too, and that's why I go to your program, and then I find your strategy, your tactic, and this is something very important. You need to find the right mentor, because I know there's people overwhelming watching videos. This guy may be saying the truth, this guy, and I know it's not easy. Yeah. I know it's not easy, but you have to be like smart, clever, and think why this guy show you, why this guy give this content, and then you can figure out. And people can ask you, you have many ways to reach your mentor, the programs. So that's why I go in, and I know I did it well, because now I'm doing this 24/7, and I'm happy because I'm not struggling anymore. I'm not saying this is super easy, but you just have to follow, and you have people to ask. You have people. We have a community, and in Agua, a well accelerator, and we have a community. We can talk with people that is struggling, and they're doing the same, and then you are not alone anymore.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, right? It's like you watch YouTube videos, get the strategy, but what probably people are seeing and feeling for themselves is like their situation is always unique. Like Amazon has a lot of nuance to it, and watch a video like, well, this doesn't entirely apply to me. My situation is a little different, and that's why I really love working in the program there, because it's like I get to talk to people like hands-on, get to learn their situation, get back and forth like for days and weeks. I learn more about their business, and then be like, oh, this isn't a black and white statement. this is the specific advice that you need for your type of product, your type of business, your certain goals. Because everybody is like needs different advice based on, you know, their niche, their market, the struggles they're going through, what Amazon's telling them, right? Because, you know, every case, every error, you know, you could get with like listing your product, getting your account up can look a lot different than everybody else's. So that's what I do love about AWA. It's a smaller program. You get to work hands-on with people and actually like get to help people. And it was fun working with you, obviously, because we got results, which results always feel good. And able to get you a place where you said, which made me happy, but you said you're in a place of happy because you're not struggling with the business anymore, and that you actually know kind of what's going on. And obviously 20K in 1 month is a big deal, and that's could be life-changing for a lot of people. But awesome, Raul. I appreciate you hopping on, sharing your story here. I'm excited for the years to come. You know, obviously this business, we just keep compiling on each other. The future looks bright. And yeah, man, great to have you in the program. Glad you found me. Glad you reached out. And we'll talk real soon, man. All right.
Yeah. Thank you for this interview. And you know, just to close, people can see you and they know that you are successful in this business. But I just want to say that anybody can do that. You know, if I do it, you can do it. It's like people can do it. Just have to jump in, and that's it.
Yes, sir. It's a real business. It takes real time, takes real patience. And yeah, it's doable, obviously. Same here, dude. Just a normal dude. If it worked for me, worked for you, it can work for anybody. You just got to put the work in, right? Awesome, Raul. I appreciate you sharing that. And talk to you later, man.
See you, buddy.